So, sorry everyone, sorry for the inconvenience due to power failure. So please open your textbook again. Okay, so we are here at the Indo-Pak relations. Okay, so for the third paragraph, we already started here. So in April 1965, Pakistan launched an armed attack on the Ran of Kachh area of Gujarat. So suppose I ask you for you people, what is the geographical importance of the land? Ran of Kachh. And what do you know about that? Ran of Kachh. It's a desertified area basically, right? Okay. Totally, basically we can say that mineral deposits are there. Okay. Saline region it is. Salt rocks. Large areas is covered with salt. That's what Ran of Kachch in India. Okay, so it's a border region. We are sharing border with Pakistan there. Okay, so strategic importance also is there for that place. Okay, easy to attack. This was followed by a bigger offensive in Jammu and Kashmir in August and September. They started the attack from, okay, or basically in Ran of Kachch, and the same time, the month of August, September, they started attacking Jammu and Kashmir also. Pakistani rulers were hoping to get support from the local population there. Okay, but Pakistani people, Pakistani government, they thought that they will get support from the local people of Kashmir against India. Okay, but it did not happen. In order to ease the pressure on the Kashmir front, Shastri ordered, Lal Bahadur Shastri, the then Prime Minister of India, ordered Indian troops to launch a counter-offensive on the Punjab border. In a fierce battle, the Indian army reached close to Lahore. Clear? So what happened? Shastri ordered to defend this territory at the same time an offensive attack in the Punjab region. Okay, so Indian army attacked Pakistan and they reached almost near to Lahore, a most important city in Pakistan. Clear? Almost closer to the border. Okay, don't think that it reached at the center of Pakistan or something. It is almost closer to the border, right? Lahore. Okay, so Shastri ordered Indian troops to launch a counter-offensive on the Punjab border. In a fierce battle, the Indian army reached close to Lahore. Okay, so Lahore, map pointing. For you people, map pointing question also is there, so remember that. So write down some place names also. Lahore, okay, in Pakistan. Okay, I will give you anyway, so just mark in this chapter. The hostilities came to an end. Okay, the atrocities or these problems that came to an end with the UN intervention. So United Nations Organization intervened in that because that turned to almost into a proxy war. Do you know what is proxy war? Proxy wars studied in class 10, junior classes, we studied about the proxy wars. What is the proxy? What is a proxy war? So these two mighty countries, very powerful countries of that time, Russia, I mean USSR, right? And US, clear? They will help their enemy's enemy. Clear? So India got the help from USSR. Definitely America will help Pakistan. Clear or not? Clear. And they will show their power by sending weapons to these countries. And they will make these countries to fight. Okay, to show their power in the region. Clear? The Gulf War is an example for that. Gulf War is an example for that. So you might have heard about the Afghanistan. Okay, so America sent, okay, or they sold a number of different types of sophisticated weapons to Afghanistan. Clear? To use against Russia. Clear? They give these weapons to whom? Afghanistan. Maybe you heard about Osama bin Laden. Heard of? Heard his name anywhere? Osama bin Laden, a notorious terrorist leader. Okay, Osama bin Laden. So that time Osama bin Laden was closest or close friend to America, very close. So they sent in different types of weapons to this group. Okay, which group? This Afghanistan government to use against whom? Russia. But what happened? Later, Afghanistan and Osama bin Laden turned against America and used their own weapons against America. Clear? That's history. That's a history. So here also, in the world, they are using these techniques. What is that? They have to sell their weapons. So this time as proxy wars. They helped their enemy's enemy. Clear? Okay, so America helped Pakistan and India got help from USSR. Okay, so The hostilities came to end with the UN intervention. Later, Indian Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri and Pakistani's General Ayub Khan signed the Tashkent Agreement. Tashkent, USSR, right? They signed an agreement in Tashkent, brokered by the Soviet Union. Brokered means they played a very important role in the negotiation. Soviet Union. In January 1966, though India could inflict considerable military loss in Pakistan, so a number of Indian soldiers died in that event, that particular war. The 1965 war added to India's already difficult economic situation. So India was at that time economically is not that developed. There are various problems faced by the Indian government. It's time of the almost the second 5-year plan, right? Okay, almost our money we used or invested in developing the industries and dams. Okay, but what happened? The war created more problems for our economic development. In 1965, the first fierce war against Pakistan. Sorry, not 165, 1965. Okay, so remember, first war is 1948. Okay, 47, 48. Okay, the short one it is. It was in 1965, a fierce battle, India against Pakistan. Okay, so it is important question for you people. Write a short note on 1965, India-Pak war. India-Pak war. Okay, next one, the war against Pakistan again, but it's termed as the Bangladesh war in 1971. Okay, so we know that after partition, there were two Pakistans, right? The East Pakistan and the West Pakistan. East Pakistan and West Pakistan. Nowadays, today's Bangladesh. Okay. At that time, it is termed as the East Pakistan, and the original Pakistan is termed as the West Pakistan, today's Pakistan. Clear? Okay, so it is termed as Bangladesh war. Why? Remember, the reason is here. Beginning in 1970, Pakistan faced its biggest internal crisis. Administrative crisis within the country is termed as an internal crisis. Okay, within the country. The country's first general election produced a split verdict. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's party emerged a winner in West Pakistan, while the Awami League led by the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman swept through East Pakistan. Right? The names are important, right? Okay. It is complicated. Is that complicated? Just read it again. Okay, so what happened? First general election in Pakistan in the year 1970, the beginning of 1970. Okay, so the first general election produced a split. Okay, verdict. Verdict means election result. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's name of a person, political leader, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and his party emerged a winner in West Pakistan, today's Pakistan. Okay, while Awami League, a particular political party in today's Bangladesh, Awami League headed by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, another person from East Pakistan. Okay, swept through East Pakistan. The Bengali population of East Pakistan had voted to protest against years of being treated as second-class citizen by the rulers based in West Pakistan. So, the Bangladeshi people supported Awami League. Okay, it is against Zulfikar Ali's party or Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's party in West Bengal. Sorry, West Pakistan. West Pakistan. Clear? So, some complications here, right? There are two political parties. Their programs and policies are different. Clear? Understand? So, in which Zulfikar Ali and his party and his policies against Awami League. Clear or not? But what happened? In the election, Zulfikar Ali's party won in the West Pakistan and Awami League won in East Pakistan, nowadays Bangladesh. Clear? So, two regions, now it is under the control of two different parties with different ideologies. Clear? Clear or not? So, the people in Bangladesh supported Awami League and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman because they are against the policy of Western Pakistan and Zulfikar Ali Khan's party. Clear? Sorry, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's party. Right? Right? Okay. So, the Bengali population of East Pakistan had voted to protest against years of being treated as second-class citizens. Okay, so today's Pakistani people treated the Bangladeshis as second-class citizens at that time. Okay. Clear or not? No freedom for them. Only the West Pakistan looted the resources from the East Pakistan, right? Okay, so then treated the people as second-class citizens. So the Pakistani rulers were not willing to accept the democratic verdict, but the Pakistani government is not ready to accept this election result. Okay, nor were they ready to accept the Awami League's demand for a federation, and they are not ready for Awami League's what you can say, demand for a separate electoral or a separate administrative unit, a federation. So federation means we know that a central government and state governments, right? So Awami League demanded for that, but they are not accepted that. Instead, in early 1971, the Pakistani army arrested Sheikh Mujib ul Rahman and unleashed the reign of terror on the people of East Pakistan. So Pakistani military arrested Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and they started attack the people or humiliate the people in the East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh. Clear? Is the idea clear or not? Yes or no? No answer from anyone. Okay. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Again, you want to read that again, doubt means you can ask me. Response to this, the people started a struggle to liberate Bangladesh from Pakistan. So, Pakistan military attacked the people in Bangladesh. So, the Bangladesh started a freedom movement to liberate Bangladesh from Pakistan. Throughout 1971, India had to bear a burden of about 80 lakh refugees who fled East Pakistan and took shelter in the neighboring areas in India. So, there's a problem in India. What? The Pakistan army started attacking the people in Bangladesh. So the Bangladesh's homeland is India, right? Yes or no? So they started moving to India to take an asylum, or they came to India as a refugees, right? Clear or not? To escape from the Pakistan attack. Throughout 1971, India had to bear a burden of about 80 lakh such kind of refugees came to India. Nowadays, we are facing a problem in the Bangladesh border, right? That's what the central government came with a new act. What is that? NRC. National Registry for Citizenship, right? You know that, right? CAB. Again, what is that CAB? Citizenship Amendment Bill, right? Such kind of things. This is really because of these refugees who fled East Pakistan and took shelter in the neighboring areas in India. India extended moral and material support to the freedom struggle in Bangladesh. So the trouble with India. What happened, Aishwarya? Headache? No. Okay, so Aishwarya is fed up with this problem. Huh? In support of Bangladesh is so sad. So India extended moral and material support. So moral support to the government and basically the people of Bangladesh. Material support, right? Maybe weapons. Okay, Pakistan accused India of a conspiracy to break it up. Okay, so Pakistan gave a complaint. What is that? It is India behind this problem, right? Yes or no? Yes, of course. Okay. So support for Pakistan came from US and China. So here comes that issue. So Chinese government and the Pakistan government started supporting Pakistan, China and USA. The US-China rapprochement that began in the late 1960s resulted in the realignment of forces in Asia. Okay, Henry Kissinger, an advisor of US President Richard Nixon, made a secret visit in China via Pakistan in July 1971 in order to counter the US-Pakistan-China axis. Clear? So there is a new axis formed against India. A new military group formed against India. Who are they? That is US, Pakistan, and China axis against India. India signed a 20-year treaty to peace and friendship with the. Here comes that. What? Why India signed the agreement with the USSR? Why? There is an axis formed against India. Who are they? One is China, other is US and Pakistan. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So if India is starting fighting with them, what will happen? Today there is no digital classes. Okay, clear or not? So it might, chances are there. So our army is not unable to fight against this axis for a long time, the maximum for half an hour. Okay, at that time. Okay, but today the situation is changed. Okay, so India signed an agreement with whom? USSR. Okay, 20th Treaty of Peace and Friendship with the US Soviet Union in August 1971. This treaty assured India of Soviet support if the country faced any attack. So Soviet Union agreed. Okay, they will safeguard the territories of India. Clear? Understand? So that's what we escaped from that situation. Clear? I already told you that 7th fleet of American Navy almost reached the Indian Ocean and the Russian submarines, they made a blockade. Clear? If they reach the Arabian Sea or the Bay of Bengal, okay, so that is the end. Okay, so that's it. Today, the power policy is changed. That is another thing. So just remember, it's time to stop or wind up the session. Again, any more sessions are there today? No, I think, right? No, only one session is there, right? Okay, so thank you guys. So read the textbook. So it is all interesting facts there. Let's read it and we will meet in the next session. Thank you.